chickpeas. We're going to start scouting them for some broadleaf weeds. Alright, we're just about there. I know you guys might be like, Mike, why don't you take the side-by-side? Well, like as I said before, we're a long ways spread all over the place, and the side-by-side only goes so fast. Alright, we're at one of the chickpea fields. Let's go check this thing out. I see grassies right off the go. Now, I did stop in a very grassy-prone spot. See? If you look down the rows, lots of grassies. Grassies is this grass-looking stuff. It's wild oats, is what it is. Here's the chickpeas. Okay, so grassies, that's easy to kill out of a chickpea. Broadleafs are a lot harder to kill, and some are actually impossible to kill once you have them in your crop. There's nothing you can do about them. Just like if you have a wheat or durum, broadleafs are easy to kill, but grassies are actually really hard to kill. You can kill most grassies out of your wheat and durum, but you cannot kill most broadleafs out of your pulses. So, let's go and do some more scouting. We're looking for some particular weeds. That's Ashton over there. She's just seeding up some sloughs. Oh, I thought I'd show you the nodes. So a node is basically a branch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 node. The 7th node is beginning right here. See that? So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7th node is beginning. You're looking for true branches. That's what you're looking for. Not a half branch here or there. Let's go do some checking. So as you can see, we got some grassies coming here. Grassies are easy to kill. See this guy, he's not a real big performer. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 node. This one's only 5 node. So it's probably between 4 and 6 node, give or take. That 6 node would be a little bit on the bigger side. Oh, I got a call coming. So let's continue scouting down some chickpeas. Our cab is full of mosquitoes, so it just makes our time very enjoyable. And we're just driving out in the field. Oh, don't worry, I won't hurt them. They're just babies. So far, things are looking really clean. Let's get out and I'll show you. I like when you can look down the stubble from last year here, and you got the little chickpeas inside all nicely protected. I really like that. See? See if we can get it right in here. Ah! Can't really see because you guys are looking into the sun. Let's change it up. Try it this way. Get in here. There we go. There. Now you guys can see. That's what I like to see. What, Ashton? What? Was that the practice for your bouquet? Bouquet? What the heck is it called? Whatever toss? That's kind of what it looked like. Bouquet toss? Yeah, you're not doing one. What? Oh, I know. I know. Okay, let's go. Apparently we need to stop at a rock pile on our route. And Ashton has this thing for finding good-looking rocks, I guess, for the garden. Well, it's a good thing we have a vast amount of really good-looking rocks. None there? Well, which one? It's a gooder. Never see her when she gets so excited over a rock. Oh, okay. Okay, all right. There, not one, but more. Where? What?
There's a flat leg one.
Oh. What'd you guys do today? Oh! Started off crop checking, seeing some sloughs. Ended up picking rocks. Alright, we're just gonna drop Ashton off.
What a beauty.
There you go, my dear. Oh.
No, that's fine.
See you later.
Exercise.
Huh?
Could you use the exercise? Ciao.
Have a safe drive. Alright, we gotta go check out some other fields here. We got a lot to check out. Let's go. So, we're in another field. We're just gonna drive out here a little ways. Don't worry, I am not hurting the chickpeas. No chickpeas were harmed in the making of this video. Okay, let's stop here. Apparently I need to be a little more careful. Alright. Here's the chickpea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 node, you guys. 6 node. And I'm sure there's some that could be touching 7, and I'm sure there's some that are only 4. Oh, look at this little guy. He's a little bit of an underachiever. We don't even know what he is. So, we're looking for some weeds. That's why we're out here. Let's take a look. I wouldn't suspect there to be any disease on these yet. See if I can focus in on this here. Hold on, you guys. Sometimes you gotta brush these little leaves, but you're looking for like a little speck of little paper. But I don't see any. No disease yet. So we're looking for Asticida when I'm talking about disease. As I told you before in my chickpea video, that'll take out a crop of chickpeas faster than you can count backwards from 100. Oh, here we go. Here's some weed. That there is wild buckwheat. Now, when you have wild buckwheat in your chickpeas, there's nothing you can do about that. We're looking at putting Sencor on here, and that is not. It might kind of wound it, maybe half suppress it, but that's about as good as you're gonna get. This is Canada Thistle. This is a bigger plant of Canada Thistle. Also Canada Thistle, Canada Thistle, Canada Thistle. Also, if you have Canada Thistle in any of your pulse crops, lentils, chickpeas, field peas, you're also not going to do anything with those either. Unless you're going to come out here by hand and cut them or treat them, and we have a lot of ground to do that too. And yes, we actually do put little sprayers on side-by-sides to do that, but that is just going to do its own thing, you guys. So this, you want to try and spray for in the fall, but it's going to have to quit snowing in September because it's been running our harvest a lot later, and then we can't get out here and do fall sprays. So fall applications is what you got to do for some of this stuff, okay? So, let's see what else we got here. Again, lots of Canada Thistle, guys, comes in patches. So wherever you find one, he's got a lot of friends, uncles, and cousins, okay? They always come in a patch, and they can start small, maybe like 4 feet, like over there. Oh no, this is longer than 4 feet because there's some more Canada Thistle over there. So they'll start in patches. So you'll get like a little 6-foot patch of some Canada Thistles coming through. And then if left unchecked, it will thicken. See right here, it's thickened. That's a really big patch. Canada thistle, Canada thistle, Canada thistle, Canada thistle, Canada thistle, Canada thistle. It starts to fill in. And eventually it will fill in so thick that even it will choke itself out. No crop will grow in there anymore. And the roots, they go really deep. And in order to kill them successfully, you need to wait until they bloom. They're going to bloom pinkish, purplish flower once they get like, they're going to get like this high, you guys. Okay, they're going to get big. And then once they're bloomed, then you hit them hard with some Roundup and some different chemicals, and hopefully you can kill them. Hopefully it takes it down to its root. It's got to get to the root. Okay? So lots of Canada thistle out here. Let's see what else we can find. Alright, so we actually went to a different field and couldn't find anything else. So this is actually what I do most of the time. I just drive really slow, and this might be really hard on your eyes, because it is on mine, and I just drive. And I just drive all over the field. And basically I just make one real big loop out in each quarter. And sometimes I'll stop, sometimes I won't. And I know what I'm looking for, and I can identify it pretty quickly. And as of right now, as you're getting sick watching this, so am I, I'm not seeing anything. Chickpea fields are actually surprisingly clean. Surprisingly clean. And they're rough. Doesn't look like we're going to be doing anything. Okay, so you guys are asking, Mike, how do you know? Like, okay, so you find a weed, or you find 10, or you find 10,000. How do you know? Well, technically, there is thresholds that the chemical companies put on the boxes or in the books or whatever not. So you could throw out a square and be like so many plants per square foot or whatever it might be. And I don't know a single farmer who ever does that. No farmer does that. Every farmer's threshold is completely different from the other farmer. Completely. Some farmers, it's just however the threshold is, if you can see it looking down the rows doing 80 miles an hour down the edge of the field, it's time to spray. Other farmers will be out here scouting for every, trying to find every single plant and be like, yeah, maybe I should spray. It completely depends on the farmer. I fall in the middle somewhere. Lots of times I do road tests. If it's not bad, if I can't tell looking past the road, then it's probably okay. But on other crops, we're always proactive, and we just spray anyway. Normally we would just spray anyway. Like all the lentils are getting sprayed anyway. They're just going to get sprayed. I'm not even going to scout them. I know that there's some weeds out there, and they're just going to get sprayed. But chickpeas are kind of sensitive. We've gone through this before. And they don't really like chemical that much. Especially one for broadleafs. Grassies doesn't hurt. All the chickpeas will get sprayed for a grassy chem. Take out our wild oats, our brome grasses, our foxtail, our volunteer wheat, volunteer durum, whatever it might be. Millet. Our most common weeds down here would be probably downy and Japanese brome. And a few wild oats. We don't really have any darnel. And volunteer. Like we have lots of volunteer wheat, lots of volunteer durum from the years prior that are still in the soil, right? So anyway, all the lentils are going to get sprayed with everything. Probably half the cereals are going to get sprayed, and the other half is probably just going to be broadleafs. And the reasoning for that is because when we start the cereals, it's super cold, it's early, you're not getting a good burn, it's freezing hard at night, and a burn is like a pre-pass prior to seeding. And there's not a lot of coming when you're out there that early, so really not even much to spray. Sometimes you don't even spray, you just go and seed and you just come back in with a full meal deal afterwards. You got it? Chickpeas are a little bit more sensitive. I'll only put a broadleaf on it if it absolutely needs it, otherwise I will not worry about it. Okay? But for grassies, it will all get sprayed. Now, that you have the 101 on that, let's get going. Let's not waste your time. Woohoo! Now, when you're scouting for chickpeas, and remember when I said they're about 6 node? They're probably between 5 and 6 node average, I'm going to say. So the herbicide that I want to put on, the broadleaf one that would kill like the little stinkweeds and the little red pigweeds, which I really haven't seen any of anyway, so I'm not really that worried about it. Oh, we found some. Check it out. Here we go, you guys. These are stinkweeds. And they grow flat like that, but then they'll actually get about this tall and then they'll flower white. Now, there is a few here. And there was one here. A couple little guys right there, just starting out. So here's a chickpea. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Basically, so between 5 and 6 nodes is our chickpea range. Now the herbicide, as I was saying, that I want to put on here, the max height of your crop is about 6 node. After 6 node, you can start to do damage to your chickpeas. Okay, it will start to really hurt them. So that threshold matters. So if you are out here and they're like 8 and 9 node, expect damage. Expect potential yield loss. If you're out here past that, you're probably, yeah, bad things are going to happen. Okay? Bad things are going to happen. You're going to set that crop so far back, it probably won't recover. It's going to leave it more susceptible to disease. And, oh, we got a little yellow guy here. See how he's yellow? His friends are green, but he's yellow. So that's a seed-borne thing. So that's probably Seedling Blight. Astacida Seedling Blight or something like that. I can't remember the exact term for it. And he's going to die. Nothing you can do about that. There's always a small percentage that will happen to. You treat your seed to try and help, but at the end of the day, he's going to die. He's a goner. We've given up on him. So anyway, we have a lot of spraying left to go. We're just nicely getting into the lentils. We're also started on that first wheat that we seeded because we're just putting the full meal deal on that too. That means grassies and weeds, or grassies and broadleaves. So I'm worried that we wouldn't get to these chickpeas for probably 4 or 5 days, realistically. Now, 4 or 5 days, you could gain another 2 nodes. See how spraying can get really high stress sometimes? Because everything has to get sprayed at the right time, and we live in southwest Saskatchewan, and the wind's always blowing all the time!